Wow, guys, would you look at that? 2 days, 2 vids. We're really ramping up some activity on my channel, but before I get into what I want to talk about today, of course, I always tell you what you're going to be watching. This is like my second arena game that I've played. I was pubbing it up with Spacely, Proofy, and Maven. Proofy lags out at the start of the game, so we wound up playing 3v4, but it's a really enjoying match to watch. And during this video, I want to talk to you guys about the arena. So this is going to be the replacement for League Play. This is like the new competitive playlist. If you guys haven't known already, it features the well, all the features a normal pro match would, right? You know, you got the picks and ban system, and I guess whatever the competitive rule set will be implemented into this playlist. But of course, as of now, there is no rule set. We'll get into that a bit later on, but I've been running into a lot of issues with the arena playlist. I know a lot of you guys probably ran into some similar issues as well, and I think it's just important to make a video and address all these topics. So when I first started playing arena, my first match I actually played 5-on-3. So obviously competitive is meant to be played 4-on-4, and there's an issue with separating the teams. I was actually we went in with a team of 4, and 2 of us got split up. So there was 2 on one team, 2 on the other team, and you know, I wanted to play arena. I wanted to play with my friends, and it's kind of saddening that we all got split up. But there have also been some other issues I've seen other people post about, where you have 9 people in the lobby, where of course 8 would be the maximum. You have very imbalanced teams to more extreme, as opposed to 5v3. You have like 6v2, or even you have everybody on the same team. So obviously that's a bit of an issue, but I don't think that'll be too tough for them to fix. But another thing that's that I'm not really too big of a fan of is the picks and ban system. Now, the system is awesome. You know, I love that the players get to pick and choose what they want in the match and what they want to ban. It adds a lot of depth and a lot of strategy to the game. Where what I don't like how it's being implemented in arena is it's taken really long to get this process done. Now, it might be a little bit quicker once there's a rule set, a meta game kind of stabilized, and people will have a better idea of what they're doing. It might go a bit quicker, but right now it's taken way too long to get done. You know, it's I mean, just think about it. You're playing like a 10-minute match usually, and the picks and ban system is taking, well, like I'd say maybe 2 minutes, if not longer. What is it, like 30 seconds per person to choose? So every 2 people is a minute, so 1 minute, 2, 3. It's taken 4 minutes to do, actually, which is just about half the game you're going to be playing. And then you got to go through specialist selection. Sorry. Then you got to edit your classes based on what was banned and stuff. So what I would like to see them do is I'm not sure if you could maybe like pre-pick what you want to ban or something. But there's got to be a way to maybe shorten up that time. If it's not within the pick and ban, because 30 seconds is a good amount of time for you to kind of navigate through everything and choose what you're doing. Another problem with the timing is when all the picks and bans go through, and you have to edit your classes based on what was banned. That takes, they give you a minute, 30 seconds to do, and I don't really think you should need more than a minute, you know, 45 seconds at the least to fix up your classes. So that could certainly save some time in this whole process. But another really big issue is that when you ban something, like let's say I ban the UAV or I ban 6th Sense, and the person doesn't edit it out of their class, that they just skip the whole class editing process, then they could actually continue to use the item that was supposed to be banned. So obviously they're banning these perks or whatever for a reason, and you know they're still being allowed to, or they're still allowed for use in the game, regardless of you know what happened in the picks and bans phase. And I also see this happening within the private matches as well. So hopefully that issue could get fixed so teams can start scrimming properly and whatnot, because you might run into a situation where somebody may have forgotten to edit a class, and it might have been a completely honest mistake, and you know, maybe they left UAV on or something, and unfortunately, because it doesn't, I don't know if it's not registering or what, what the exact problem is, but yeah, that's something that certainly needs to be addressed. Also, I'm finding some long queue times, but I imagine this is because the servers have been a bit unstable. Maybe not many people are venturing into Arena yet because they know there are a lot of problems with it, and they're just trying to get a feel for the game before they jump into the competitive playlist. But I don't know, right now I feel like it's taken, sometimes a couple of tries to queue up to find a suitable lobby to play in. Also, going back to the picks and bans for a little bit. When you ban something that you have in your base class set, so let's say I have a red dot on, right? The other team bans the red dot. So you take the red dot out of your class, you remove it, and then that affects your base class as a whole. So then you gotta go back and you gotta fix your class. And I don't know, this isn't really like a big issue. It's just a little tedious thing because I don't really like changing my classes too much. And sometimes you forget, like if you're a AR player, you have the red dot on, you take it off, and you forget to put it back on for the next game. It can get a little bit annoying. Something I would really love to see added in the competitive playlist would be the ability to rejoin a game after you've disconnected. So obviously there are a lot of DDoS issues with Black Ops 2 League play, and I'm worried that there might be a similar issue here. Or sometimes your internet goes out, sometimes you accidentally turn off your console, sometimes you just accidentally leave, or whatever the case may be. It'd be nice to have that ability just to rejoin the game and not leave your teammates playing a 3v4 scenario like you see here. So proof he disconnected. It would have been nice because he was able to rejoin, and it wound up being I'm not sure if it was a DDoS issue, but his internet shut off for a brief period of time. If he was able to rejoin, then this game would have been a lot more, I guess, a lot more fun, and it'd be nice just for all the other people out there who are playing Arena. If somebody leaves, they can rejoin. You see that same system implemented in Counter-Strike's competitive playlist, or what they have in their game. So something else I want to talk about, since I did touch upon a rule set a bit briefly at the beginning of this video, is I want to talk about Uplink and CTF for a little bit. So obviously both game modes were played at the beginning of Advanced Warfare, and CTF was taken out a bit after, as Uplink was the new game mode, and it just fit better, right, with the overall game of Advanced Warfare. But now with Black Ops 3, the boosting, the jetpacks or the exosuit isn't really as strong as it was in Advanced Warfare, with the boosting and the double jumps and whatnot. That's a bit better in this game, I think. But obviously you're going to see a more slower gameplay in Uplink, which I think could be really good for the game as a whole, because you can't really just like dash here, dash there, and like fly forward and whatnot. You need to rely on your teammates to clear out a pathway for you, and I think it's going to add a lot more strategy, a lot more teamwork, definitely, that I'm finding, at least in our league matches. But for Uplink in general, there's got to be a respawn delay, I think, and right now there is no respawn delay in the arena, but we haven't really decided on rules, but it'd be nice just to see him add maybe like a base 5-second respawn delay or whatnot. But where does CTF fit in all of this? Are we going to be trying to play both game modes? I think both Uplink and CTF are suitable for this game. I think both of them will provide for many entertaining games, but I don't want to run into an issue where we're playing 4 different game modes again, because it got kind of hectic. So Hardpoint's definitely going to be in there, we know that. I don't think we're going to get rid of Search and Destroy anytime soon. So it's just a matter of what that third game type is going to be. CTF, when you get into the first Call of Duty or the first few months, everybody seems to love CTF. You're like, oh, I'm so happy CTF is back, I can't wait to play it. And then you start playing it for a couple of weeks, a month or two goes by, and it's like, CTF is boring now, everybody plays it too slow. So I'm not too sure. I want to know what you guys think. What would you rather see played? Let's just assume that you aren't allowed to have both. You can only have one, CTF or Uplink. What would you guys rather have? I think I'm leaning a bit more towards Uplink, and that's a little bit weird for me to say because I really, really love CTF. Obviously, Black Ops 2 provided for so many intense, entertaining games for CTF, and this is really like a staple game mode in Call of Duty back since Modern Warfare 2, even in the Call of Duty 2 days. So it's very tough to say goodbye to CTF, but right now I'm thinking Uplink might be the better candidate. And if you guys haven't noticed about the new hardpoint system, games can go on for really long. You know, when you're in the hill, the overall timer of the game isn't ticking down. So as long as the hill is controlled by somebody, the time will not tick down off of the clock. And I think this system is going to make for some more competitive games. You got to play up until the very last moment, and you have to make some key decisions. Do I want to control this hardpoint? Do I want to let the time tick down from the clock? I think there's a lot more depth in the hardpoint now, but I'm really worried about the situation comes where we're playing something like a best-of-7 series. We have 2 hardpoints that go the distance. We have 2 search and destroys that go the distance. You know, just between those 4 games that you play, you're looking at a hardpoint game could be, you know, up to 18 minutes long. Search and destroy could go into the 15-minute range. So that's 30 minutes for the searches. That's over an hour between those 4 games, and I'm very worried that you're going to run into a situation where you have these 2-hour plus long matches, which, you know, as a spectator, that's really awesome. You know, that's a very entertaining game to watch. You know, both teams are going head-to-head, but I don't know, as a tournament organizer, that's got to be a bit of a nightmare. So I know I've thrown a lot of ideas at you guys, and I want to hear your thoughts on everything I've just said, you know, with the rule sets, with the current arena problems. If there's a problem I haven't touched on, feel free to post one in the comments. But yeah, I'm ramping up more content. I got more videos saved up, and I hope you guys continue to watch my channel as I upload more videos. And I hope you're enjoying Black Ops 3. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.